Hey everybody, what's going on? Aaron Daniels here. I have two tools to show you today. The first one is called RocketReach, and a big shout out to Jason Vogel, who showed me this tool, and we were kind of playing around with it, and I figured, hey, why not make a video and share it with you guys? So here's Jason. He's a sourcing manager at PwC, really great guy. Feel free to connect with him on LinkedIn and all the other social places that you can find him. So let me get back to RocketReach and I'll show you a little bit about the tool. So for those of you who cannot add the glorious Chrome extensions, it has a web-based version. I see a lot of these types of tools are starting to do web-based and Chrome-based for a couple different reasons, for user accessibility, but then again also for some of the other sites' limitations of use. I won't dive into that, but for those of you who don't have the ability to install Chrome tools, you can run some search strings. It's somewhat Boolean friendly. Let me give you an example. Here's a Houston, Texas mobile developer string specifically for Android. So it's decent. It's not all encompassing. It's not bad. There's going to be more false positives than you would expect, like this fella here, Brian Smith. I looked at his LinkedIn profile, and he had Houston, Texas, or any of the surrounding areas nowhere on it. But for the most part, it's pretty decent. And even if you get into the more further pages, it's not terribly bad, right? So, but again, you're going to have some more false positives. Just stick with it. Like anything else, look through your results and refine if you need to. But it does get a little wonky if you do some terribly extensive Boolean searches. So this is the web-based side, and you can, once you look into, we're looking at Jason's profile here. If he showed up in your research or in your search results here, you would click on this link or this link, and it would open up a profile. You can check them out, go back to here, and you can add this person to your contacts. And how that looks is, it's kind of cool because you can make lists. So if you're working multiple fracs or what have you, you can add it that way. It does also aggregate some social profiles, but it doesn't seem to work on Twitter or Google Plus or Facebook. It works, the extension, which I'll show you in a second, works well on LinkedIn, but it does not work on either of these profiles. But I like that it aggregates it anyway, because there's a ton of people who, they have contact information hanging out in any one of these places. So yeah, so this is the web-based version. You can do about everything you can here, where if you're using the Chrome extension, you're actually going to sit on the LinkedIn platform is the only one that I think that it works on right now. And then you'll use the Chrome extension. Very, very reminiscent of some other tools you've probably seen here or elsewhere, and you're in the recruiting or sales space. So yeah, so it's actually not bad. But let's jump over to the LinkedIn side, and I'll show you how it works. It's pretty self-explanatory if you're used to these things, but typically it'll sit up here, and when it shows you some contact information, it'll have a little number by it. You can click it, let it think, and it'll pull up the profile, right? And you can, at that point, if he wasn't in my contact list, you can add him, etc., etc. And your recent lookups are here as well if you've pulled someone's information, so you don't have to get charged twice for credits, if you will. So really cool tool. Check it out. It's called RocketReach. It'll be in the links to the video. And then the second tool I wanted to show you is a tool that I'm falling in and out of favor with, only because they seem to go out, they seem to come back, they seem to go out. But man, I'm really impressed, again, with this tool, and it's called 360 Social. We've seen it before. It's come and gone. It pulls some really good information. It sits on top of LinkedIn. It'll also sit on top of Twitter. Here's my Twitter page, and I'm extremely impressed because this is my office phone number. This is accurate information. It used to be not so much. It was so great earlier, but it's actually really good. It pulls the followers and all that stuff, but if you're on Twitter anyway, you can see it. But the email and the phone number is correct. It pulls a ton of stuff. It's somewhere, if there's a cross link on it somewhere, it'll pull it. It's even got a lanyard. Clout, I haven't used Clout in years. and it pulls my Clout profile, my Medium profile. I'm on there every once in a while. My Ning profile, my Paperly profile. I mean, it pulls a lot of stuff. So if you really want to do some research on some folks, this is a really great tool. Pulls contact information, and this is free. I've not been asked to pay for this one at all. It's even got my author profile for ERE Media for the few blogs I've written. I'm just really impressed with the amount of stuff that it pulls. And thus far also, some extensions, they kind of fight with each other if you keep them on. I've kept this sucker on now ever since I spoke with Dean DaCosta, talking to him like, hey man, I wish 360 Social would come back. And he's like, oh, Aaron, it's back. You should just download it. And I did, and it's even better. So check it out. It's 360 Social. I will link this in the description as well. So yeah, there's two cool tools for you. If you can't install Chrome extensions, I'm sorry. This one doesn't have a web-based version. So maybe put in some trouble tickets with your IT department, wear them down, keep asking. Eventually they might tell you yes. But yeah, so two tools for you today, RocketReach and 360 Social. So cool. Have a great day, guys. Happy hunting.